I'm going to be showing you how to make a very cute, sparkly, patriotic pair of earrings. If you're interested, stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Luisa. I hope everybody's doing well. Are you in the mood to make a sparkly pair of earrings? These are going to be perfect for 4th of July because they're going to be red, white, and blue. So if you have those kinds of beads sitting around, now's the time to use them up. And the best thing about today's tutorial is that it's very, very easy. Anybody can do it. But before we start, let me remind you about the timestamps, okay? I always put them down in the description so that you can skip forward to any part of the video that you want to watch, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing, okay? Sometimes my videos can be a little bit on the long side. Today's video is going to be kind of short though, because like I said, it's going to be a very easy tutorial. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? And if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go over the materials. You're going to be needing some beads, and I have some 3x4 millimeter rondelles, crystal faceted rondelles. And as you can see, I have a whole collection of colors. And that's one of the things I like about this box. I got it on Amazon quite a while ago. I'm sure you can probably still find it. But you can use 4mm beads if you want to as well, okay? Smooth or faceted, it really doesn't matter. But anyway, you're going to be using 3 different colors, red, white, and blue. And since I don't have white, I'm going to use clear. Now, if you have crystals that are white, opaque, white, that's even better, okay? And you're going to need 14 of the clear or white, depending on what you have. 24 of the red, and 12 of the blue. You're also going to need some seed beads, and these are 8/0 seed beads, and they can be either Toho or Miyuki. As long as it's a round seed bead in the size 8/0, it really doesn't matter which one. You're also going to need some headpins, and we're going to be using a total of 10. We're also going to be using some jump rings, and these are tiny. As you can see, they're 4mm in size, and we're going to be using 10 of these as well. We'll be using some wire, and this is 18 gauge wire, and it's tarnish resistant. It's in a silver color, as you can see, but you can use any color you want. And of course, you're going to need some ear wire hooks. You're going to need some kind of a rod or something cylinder in shape to form your hoop. And I like to use this set from Bead Smith. And I like this set because it comes in different sizes, as you can see. And today we're going to be using this one here, the 5/8 of an inch size. But if you don't have any wooden dowels or mandrels, you can use anything cylinder shape in any size really. I mean, I like to use the 5/8 of an inch size, but if you have something smaller than that or bigger than that, that's fine too. So we're going to start by cutting a piece of wire that's about 4 inches long. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to form it halfway around your rod, just like this, okay? Now before we go any further, we're going to put some seed beads on this, and we're going to thread on a total of 12. So very simply, just go ahead and thread them on. Just like that. Okay, and now we're going to put it back onto the dowel very carefully, because these seed beads are glass and so they'll shatter if you're not careful. And you're going to simply continue to form that wire around your rod, and you want it pretty snug. But like I said, you need to be careful with your seed beads, okay? We don't want to crush them. And this is what you should have, okay? Once you've done that, you get a set of pliers, come in here and give it a little kink, 90-degree angle, just like that. And now we're going to take this wire here and we're going to wrap it around the post that's sticking up. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to tighten this up a little bit. So come in here with some pliers very carefully so we don't scratch the wire. and then continue to wrap it around the post. And we're only going to do a couple of wraps. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Okay, now we can go ahead and remove the rod and snip off the excess wire. And now we're going to tuck in whatever's sticking out. We don't want any sharp ends. Okay, now if your hoop gets out of shape, you can put it back in and make it round again if you need to. And that looks pretty good. You might need to come in here and squash that a little bit more. So once you have this, we're going to form a little loop at the top. And it's going to be a simple loop. So we're going to come in here and give it a little 90-degree angle kink. Okay, just like that. Snip it off at about 5/8 of an inch. It depends on how big you want your loop. And then with some round nose pliers, you're going to form a loop, just a simple loop. Just like that. Okay, so that part's done. And again, if it gets out of shape, just put it back on the dowel to get that round shape again. Okay, so now that we have our hoop, let me go get the crystals. Okay, so here are half of the crystals for one earring, and we're going to need 5 head pins. Now I'm going to be using the one-step looper, and this is the smaller loop. It's the 1.5mm loop. Of course, if you don't have one of these, you'll have to do it manually. This just makes it so much easier. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one head pin, and on this one head pin we're going to thread a red crystal, a white crystal, or a clear crystal, a red one, a white one, and a red one. Just like this. And we're going to set it aside. And we're going to repeat the same sequence. So red, clear, red, clear, red, put it down. And now for this one, we're going to do red, clear, red, and then 2 of the blue ones. And put that one down. Next one's going to be the same. So we have red, clear, red, and 2 of the blue ones. And the last one's going to be the same. Red, clear, red, and 2 of the blue ones. Okay, isn't that cute? I love it. It's adorable. So once you have all your beads loaded, now you're going to go ahead and form a loop. You take your one-step looper, and if you've never used one of these, let me just go real slow for this first one. You place the pin right in between the jaws there, okay? And you thread the end through the hole in the back. Okay, thread it in. Now you got to be careful because these jaws will come down and shatter your crystal if you're not careful. So you want to place your bead up against the jaw, but not real close, okay? Just up against it lightly. And then when you squeeze your handle like this, you're going to see that the jaws here are going to snip off the wire. Now before you close it completely, what I like to do is bend it away from the jaws like this. And then sometimes I don't even close it all the way because I don't want my beads to shatter. So you got to be very, very careful. And then remove it. Very easy. And it's a very tiny loop. I like this size for what we're doing today. Now sometimes the loop doesn't close completely. If that happens, just come in here with some pliers and you can just go ahead and close it yourself. Okay, it's not a big deal. But I like using the looper, and if you do it the way I showed you, you won't see any post showing, okay? Sometimes when you use the looper, you end up with a space between the loop and the beads. But if you do it the way I showed you by bending it away from the jaws, you won't have that problem, okay? But you do have to be careful because you don't want, like I said, you don't want to get it too close to those beads. Now, if you don't have a looper, you're going to have to do it manually, okay? And it's no big deal. You take a pair of pliers and you make a little kink at the very top, just like that, 90-degree angle kink, okay? And then you're going to snip it off, and since I want small loops, I'm going to snip it off at about 1/2 inch from the kink. And then with some round nose pliers, and mine are tiny, you're going to have to use the very tip of them if you want a small loop. You simply place your wire in between the two barrels like this, flush, okay? And then turn it, reposition your pliers, just keep turning it until the end of your loop touches the rest of the wire. And there you go, okay? Very easy. But it's so much easier to use the one-step looper, and it's quicker. Now that we have all the components built, let's go ahead and assemble the earring. Okay, so we're going to grab a jump ring. And the reason I'm using jump rings is because the beads hang better when you have a jump ring, okay? You could hang this directly onto the hoop, but they end up being really stiff and they don't really drape properly. I just find that there's more movement when you put them on jump rings. So just open up your jump ring like this, okay? So now we're going to slide 2 of these seed beads up, mount the jump ring right there, along with one of these. And then go ahead and close your jump ring really well. So that's the first one. And again, get a jump ring, open it up, slide 2 of the beads up like this, mount the jump ring right there, and put on the next set of beads and close up your jump ring. Okay. Once again, grab a jump ring, open it up. You want to slide 2 beads up, mount your jump ring right there, and the next set of beads, close it up. Okay, get another jump ring, open it up, slide your 2 seed beads up, put on your jump ring and the next set of beads, close it up. And we have one more. Move the 2 seed beads up, jump ring on, crystals, and close it up. And that's all there is to it. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look how cute that is. It should be this way. Flag etiquette. Proper flag etiquette. But the jump rings make it dangle a little bit better, okay? Trust me on that. If you don't put jump rings on there, they won't hang properly. They'll be all kind of stiff. So I think that's really cute. That's adorable. Okay, so once you have that, all you got to do is attach your ear wire. And that's pretty easy. You simply open it up, insert the loop of the earring inside the ear wire loop, and then close it up. So that's it, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. It's going to look so pretty in the sunlight with all these crystals. So here's a little tip. Some people follow flag etiquette, okay? And I know I'm being a little picky, but if you're in the military or if you've been around the military like I have, you're somewhat aware of flag etiquette. Now, this is not a true representation of the flag, obviously, but some people do pay attention to that. So here's what I recommend. I recommend that you put the blue field, the union, on the top left corner of your earring. So if the observer is looking at you from the side, this is what you want them to see, okay? Same thing applies to the other earring. Let me go ahead and assemble the other earring and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I've assembled the other earring. As you can see, it's not mirroring this one, okay? And that's because when somebody looks at you from the side, you want the union to be on the top left corner, like I said before. So anyway, guys, I thought they turned out really cute. I hope you do try making them yourself. Let me go ahead and clean this up and I'll come back and say goodbye. Well, since I'm going to be keeping these earrings, I thought I'd put them on and show you what they look like. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, I love these. I love how they sparkle. They're going to look so pretty outside in the sunshine. And they're probably going to look nice at night with the fireworks as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I hope you can make a pair of your own. Have fun while making them. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time. Happy 4th of July. Bye.